Hey friends, it's Chef Wainaina. Today I'm sharing this very easy to make a steak frites recipe using New York steak sirloins and some homemade fries. Let's do this. For this steak frites recipe, I'm using these two beautiful sirloin steaks. For the fries, I have 4 Idaho potatoes, rosemary and thyme, key ingredients to the recipe. Along with that, we have some parsley just for garnishing. Garlic adds a lot of flavor to the dish. Salt and pepper, and then butter for all that luxurious flavor. To start the recipe, we are going to season these sirloin steaks with some salt and pepper. Just a good amount on all sides. Season the sides too. The salt here will also help the steaks just to release some of the extra moisture in them. Now first thing, we'll have to peel these potatoes. I can actually put them back here for now because I still need to cut them. With all the peeling done here, it's time to cut this into matchsticks. So all I need is just probably cut this into 3. If you want, you can square the potato and you get those beautifully looking fries. I need fairly large size, so that looks good for me. These probably into 3, this into 2, and I'll continue doing this. In the meanwhile, I have some water boiling in a pot. Our first step will be blanching these potatoes, which you can also actually do in oil. Transfer these potatoes into this bowl with some cold water. So I'll bring these potatoes into the sink, keep washing until the water runs clear. The idea is to remove most of the surface starch from the potatoes. Potatoes all clean here, onto the pot to start the blanching. So our water here is on a rolling boil, so I'm going to just slightly lower it, and then just some salt. I'm not looking to season the potatoes, but the slight amount of salt is important. And then I have a sheet pan here lined with some parchment paper and a spider to scoop the fries from the water. Fries into the water. Now cook these potatoes until they are just barely softened. As the potatoes continue to blanch, this is a good time to prep the herbs. I got a nice beautiful bunch of thyme here, pull some rosemary, some parsley and garlic. So I'm going to separate these. Some of this I'm going to use making the steak itself, and then I'm going to pull some, and this I will use for garnishing. It's gonna give that nice herby flavor. Those stems can go back in there. So now I just finely chop this and dried. Chop this. These herbs goes into this small ramekin. Any extra of these herbs you can always save and use them for cooking. Break some few garlic cloves here. Just smash them and that's it. You don't actually have to peel them. Now, with all this done, back to our potatoes. Let's check how these potatoes are doing so far. The knife is going through here. Time to fish them out just so carefully and onto the sheet pan lined with the parchment paper. And this will go into the freezer, and then we'll refry them to get those beautiful crispy fries. So there you have it, our blanched fries straight into the freezer. We want to bring this oil to a temperature of around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So as our fries continue to chill in the freezer, it's a good time to come back to our steaks. As you can see, we added the salt in the beginning and it's extracted a lot of moisture here. So just using a paper towel, just tap slightly right on top. Alright, now time to go start searing this. Now heat this cast iron until it's searing hot. Onto the cast iron, canola oil. The cast iron is starting to smoke. Steaks on. You want to hear that beautiful sear. Add the second one. Leave them alone. So after about 4 minutes of searing, we'll give this a look. Look at that beautiful color. That's what you want. Give it a turn. Go to the other one. Do the same. Now into the pan, a good amount of butter. And start basting these steaks as they cook. Garlic cloves, rosemary and thyme. Just so fragrant here already. I'm gonna get some of this butter right on top. You want to be careful, you don't want to burn yourself. This is a restaurant technique that makes the steaks taste so good when you eat them in a restaurant. You want to make sure that this fat, this cap is all seared, so you want to turn your steaks, put them right outside and sear the cap. You also want to be careful at this point because you don't want to overcook the steak. Aiming for a medium rare here. Now remove these steaks onto a plate and just have them rest, and also baste with some of this extra garlicky butter and oil. Now in the meanwhile, back onto the stove, bring the oil back to temp. We are looking for between 350 and 360 for frying the potatoes. Now for the next stage, I have a bowl lined with a parchment paper and a paper towel at the bottom to absorb any oil that will come off of the frying, and then I have a spider. So I also dropped a piece of our fries just to test the oil. You can definitely use a thermometer. Now start dropping the fries into the oil, just being very careful not to burn yourself. We might have to do this in 2 batches. Just fry them until they are golden brown and crispy. These fries are looking good so far, so a couple more minutes and they will start getting the color. Now these potatoes are right where we need them to be, nice, beautifully browned. Shake off all the excess oil into a bowl. Bring the oil back to temp and finish frying the rest of the potatoes. Now with all the fries done here, nice beautiful golden brown, put them aside for a second. We come to our steaks here. They've been resting for about 20 minutes. I believe they should be around between medium rare and medium. If you want to cook them more to your liking, just go ahead. 2 ways of plating this for me. I'll also show you the Kenyan way, how we enjoy our steak. So take this corner off, this tip. See that beautiful, let me see. Super delicious. Just slice this into bite size also, or you can serve the whole steak. See that beauty right there? Very delicious. Now onto this plate, a heaping of your fries. You'll never buy fries again. Just make your own at home. Get your steak. Serve this deliciousness with this masala style ketchup. Watch my masala chips recipe on how to make this. I'll share it in the description box. So there you have it, our steak frites with New York sirloin. Now for the other steak, let me show you how I do it the Kenyan style, and then we'll come back and taste. The roasted steak here, cut it into nice bite size, and then we'll put it back onto the same cast iron that we use to sear these steaks. This is called Kizomba. So for this steak, all we want to do is just get some color on it. We really don't want to overcook it, so we just want to crisp it at the edges. So now just to finish our masala sauce, turn off the heat. These beauties go onto a plate. Scoop all this beautiful sauce, drizzle right on top. Fries onto the plate. And this is a dish that you can order in a restaurant somewhere in Nairobi or any town in Kenya. Serve this with some of this extra sauce. And there you have it, Kizomba. So friends, so there you have it, our steak frites recipe. Easy to make at home. You'll never want to buy your fries anymore. I'm gonna pick up this steak with my hands. Look at that, nice, juicy. This is all deliciousness. Nice bite. How about this? So I also demonstrated my Kenyan version of the steak Kizomba recipe. So give this a taste. So friends, thank you for watching this one. I hope to see you in the next one. I hope this is a recipe that you can try at home and you and your friends will definitely enjoy. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so as a way of supporting this channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Till the next one, adios, kwaheri.